there is our Dollar Tree full face. This is the look we're going to have today. And I'm giving you full angle so you can see. So I'm going to take my hair down. Obviously I put it up because I don't want it in my face when I'm doing the makeup. But I do like to keep my hair down once in a while. So I apologize in advance for all these funky lights. The sun is coming in pretty bright because I had some technical difficulties, so I had to redo it, but we're back now. Today, we are doing a Dollar Tree full face. I am a former makeup artist. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put on moisturizer. Now, my moisturizer is not from Dollar Tree. I will tell you what it is in case any of you are in the market for a new moisturizer. This is the Vichy Aqualia Thermal, and it looks like this. It comes in a box. And it's the rich version. So you can see at the bottom, it says the word rich. That's the one you want. Aqualia Thermal Rich. That's the one for dry skin. And I have pretty dry skin. You can see without any moisturizer, I feel like my skin is tight and I just don't feel right. I feel like I need this for sure. So I'm going to go in. I don't do any type of weird hand motions that some companies do. I just kind of slather it on the way I like to. Of course, they'll say to move up so that way you can defy gravity, but I don't really think that makes a big difference, just as long as you're not pushing too hard. But you want to just get it in, make sure that you're getting it in the dry areas. Now for me, my neck also gets very dry, so I like to put it on my neck, and then I like to run around the nose and mouth area because that's where I get dry too. Now, feel free to use whatever moisturizer you normally use. You have to use a moisturizer, though, especially if your skin is over 40. You know, it's very important to have a good skincare routine because your skincare is the base for your products. If you don't have a good base, then your foundation and your concealer and all your makeup isn't going to look right. Just so you know, the link to that moisturizer is in the description box. So if you want to purchase it on Amazon, you can. Every piece of makeup going forward is from Dollar Tree. So each product is $1.25. You can't beat that. When I went into Dollar Tree and I tried to pick out what I wanted to get for this video, I chose things based on some of the ingredients that I read on the back. So instead of just grabbing the different products from the shelf that looked appealing, I actually read some of the ingredients and I saw that, for example, this Clean Beauty, this is by Be Pure. The company is called Be Pure. This is the color Nude. If you look at the top, it says Nude on it. It is paraben-free, sulfate-free, phthalate-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. I did try this for the first video that I had technical difficulties with. If you put it on your fingers, you'll notice it's very liquidy. So I start in the T-zone, and I just rub out from the middle. So I'm trying to go in the sunlight so you guys can also see the texture. You'll see that it's very glowy. I chose it on the basis of the ingredients that were on the back. One of them was glycerin. Glycerin is a humectant. Glycerin is known to pull in moisture from the air. So it's actually going to keep you more hydrated. I also noticed that it has dimethicone and it contains niacinamide, which is another ingredient that is very good for the skin. There's also kaolin. Kaolin is a clay, and kaolin is very good for combination skin. So if you have combination, like an oily T-zone and more dry areas around the rest of the face, this might be a really good product for you. I find it to be more moisturizing, more on the moisturizing side. As you can see, it's very dewy. That's why they call it a glow foundation. So now we're just blending it out, and the color is like perfect. It's actually a light olive for me. I have like a light olivey beige kind of skin tone. So this doesn't have too much yellow. It has just the right amount of beige to blend in perfectly. So I'm going back on my forehead, and I'm gonna go also on my eyelids because this is gonna be almost like our base. And you'll notice I'm using my hands because my fingers actually warm up the product and help it to go into the skin better than if you were to use a beauty blender or a brush or anything like that. I just feel like the fingers are always the best route to use when it comes to foundation. That's just my personal opinion. You could totally have your own opinion, love beauty blenders. Another trick, if you're going to use a beauty blender, is to put on moisturizer with your blender. So that way it saturates with the moisturizer before you put your foundation. And that way it'll give like a dewy finish also. And it'll be almost like using your fingers or using skin to put it on. So we're just blending everything out. I love the color. I feel like it's like a perfect match for me. They didn't have much color selection, to be honest with you. In Dollar Tree, they really don't have a full array of colors. I wish they did. They did have porcelain, and then they had a really dark color in another brand. It's really slim pickings when it comes to foundation, unfortunately, in Dollar Tree. They really should change that because I think it's not fair. It's definitely not fair. I really love this one for myself. I'm also going to show you, this is a correcting concealer. This is by LA Colors. I opened it before because once again, I did tape earlier. It's a peach concealer. Now peach is going to neutralize blue under the eyes. What I like about this one is that it does have decent pigment. So you want to use it sparingly. I'm going to use a close-up mirror because I can't really see when I'm looking in the camera. So I'm going to go under here. Let me just blend that out a little bit. All right, I didn't do anything yet. Now we're going to take this and we're going to go under right here. You're going to blend it out. So I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do, this is a little youthful trick. You're going to take the peach concealer and you're going to go on the inner corners of the eyes, like right over here. All right, primarily there. You can see how that already neutralized the blue. All right, so what that does, peach always neutralizes bluish areas. If you're on the darker side, you're going to use a darker peach, almost like an orange, like a reddish orange. So you can take a reddish orange lipstick, even brand new one. Don't use one that's used. And you can take it and you can mix it with your concealer to really get the color you need. But this is perfect for me. Once again, I'm going on the inner corners of the eye and I'm just going right in there, tapping it out, rubbing it out a little bit. Now rubbing is going to decrease the amount of product on your skin, whereas tapping is going to keep the product kind of thick on the skin. So the more you want on the skin, you're going to tap. The less you want, you're going to rub. Okay. And I'm going to blend it out a little bit because it does look a little too peach on top. I'm going to blend it out a little bit on camera. All right. Now we're going to accentuate the eyes. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to use the Be Pure green tea infused pressed face powder. It provides a smooth matte finish. It says it's green tea infused, but I think that's BS. I don't like when they say that because there's probably no green tea in there whatsoever. And it's just a marketing thing. But I do like that there's dimethicone and kaolin in the product, both of which will smooth the skin. So we're going to go underneath just to smooth, and comes out a lot, as you can see. So just be careful. Little goes a long way, I think. And don't breathe it because there is talc. Pretty good. I kind of like that powder. Like I said, as long as you don't breathe it in. So for eyebrows, you can see I have very, very, very sparse eyebrows. Very light. Because my hair is naturally pretty light brown. But I dye it. I dye the, what I have now is like a burgundy. And I'll show you guys what I use one day. But for my brows, I usually use either a dark brown or a reddish brown. In CVS, I usually use Cinnabar by Maybelline. But today, we're going to try LA Colors eyeliner and brow pencils. So it comes with two, which is really cool. And what I noticed in the ingredients when I looked at it in the store was that it didn't have all the waxes that some of the other brow pencils did. It had one wax. It has beeswax, and it has microcrystalline wax towards the end. But in the beginning, there's ethyl hexyl palmitate, there's sericin, there's mineral oil, which mineral oil can clog the pores. So just be careful, those of you that break out, watch out for mineral oil. Mineral oil does clog the pores and can cause breakouts. But for me, I don't have any issue with it. So I use stuff with mineral oil. And so we're going to try this. Let me get a mirror. Now when I look close up, I can see that the peach that I put under the eye needs to be blended a little more. It does neutralize really well though. I'm really not mad. I do like this brow pencil. The only thing is, I wouldn't go working out in it because it's not a water resistant or waterproof brow pencil, but it does go on really nicely, really smoothly, and you guys can see the difference. I just did that one brow, okay? Now keep in mind it's fully sharpened when you first open the package. You want to make sure that every time you use a brow pencil like this, you want to make sure it's sharpened. Very important to have that really fine tip so you can feather on the brows like I just did. I kind of just lined it like little lines to create the big line. Brows are done. Okay. Now we're going to move on to eyeliner. I'm using the liquid liner. This is the High Def Liquid Liner La Mercerie. La Mercerie. The brand is La Mercerie. And this is once again $1.25 at Dollar Tree. This is number 513. You can see on the package. Number 513. And this is the liner. I'm going to use my mirror again. Not blended. Oh goodness, okay. All right, so I got a line. That's my first line. You can see. All right, went on really nicely. It's a brush. It's a fine brush. The brush is very flexible, which is nice. It's still firm, so you're able to get a nice line. Okay, that line is done. Did that side. Now, of course, you do it the way you want to do it. I like to go a little higher than my eyelid on the end and kind of wing it out a little longer. That might be too long for some of you, but it's up to you. It's totally your call. So now I'm going to go under my eyes with the brown from the brows. I'm going just on the lash line and on the waterline. Now on the waterline, it's not really doing a good job because I guess it doesn't have the waterproofing quality. And my liner, you can see, is already starting to move, but it's not bad. I mean, for $1.25, you can't have too high expectations. But I love my brows still. My brows stayed in place. I'm gonna do this side now. Why do we always make these weird faces when we're doing the waterline? I can't help it. I don't know. All right. Now what I did with lips is I got a lipstick in nude. This is by Be Pure, Clean Beauty. Be Pure is the brand. Let's see how the pigment is. I'm kind of curious how the pigment will be. Eyeliner all over me. Okay. Okay, so it's like more of a pinky nude. It's like a peachy pink nude, as you can see. So let you guys see in the light. All right, it's like a peachy pink nude. So I got 2 lip glosses to go on top. I got 2 because I want to mix them. I had put on lip balm before I started this video, so I'm wiping some of it off because otherwise the lipstick is not going to go on right. Okay, it's not bad. It is kind of waxy and it is lacking in pigment, but all in all, it's not too bad. You do have to reapply it like 2 or 3 layers to get the color that you see here. It's a really pretty color. I like it a lot, actually. I'm pretty impressed for $1.25. That's not bad. So what I'm gonna do, because I got 2 colors. I got, for lip gloss, let me show you what lip glosses I got. I got the LA Colors in Paradise Pink, which is a really bright pink. It's a blue pink. So blue pinks tend to make your teeth look whiter. And you can get that bubblegum candy pink by using a blue pink. I didn't want total bubblegum, so I got this one to neutralize it. But because the lipstick is more bubblegum, I'm going to use just this lip gloss on top. So this is the Bliss by LA Colors. It's called Bliss. And it's vitamin E enriched, glossy finish. Let's try it. Smells really good. It kind of smells like cotton candy. So it doesn't give you a lot of gloss. I'm sorry to say. What I would do is you're going to push it on your hand like this. You're going to push it. So turn it while you're pushing. A lot of you makeup artists will know this already. Turn it while you're pushing and you get more product out on your hand. Whereas, and when you do it from the tube on your lips, you're getting nothing out of there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this with my finger and I'm going to put it right on my lips like that. And that's where you're getting the full effect. That's a really nice gloss. For $1.25, you can't beat it. And it smells really good too. So now our last thing that we're going to do, we're going to do lashes. So we didn't do lashes yet, right? The mascara we're using is the La Mercerie Full Volume Mascara with a precise brush. And it's in number 502. Oh, so you can see my liquid liner kind of already traveled because I get very teary in my inner corners of my eyes. So unfortunately, it didn't stay the way that my waterproof Maybelline one does. So I really need waterproof because I get teary-eyed in the corners, in the inner corners. But for those of you that don't, you can still get away with this eyeliner. This eyeliner, the liquid liner, is actually really good, I think. It's just not waterproof. So I am using the mascara. You can see I'm using mainly the tip of it to really get underneath and coat the lashes. All right, I don't like that it's very gunky. It's a very gunky mascara. So I feel like I'll use this like 3 times and it'll dry out. It's like one of those. But it is doing the job. But what's the point if you're going to buy a mascara for $1.25 and use it like 3 or 4 times? You want something that's going to last you, right? So really, the ones that really, I think, last longer are the ones that you're going to pay a little more money for, unfortunately. But if you're in a bind and you want to just get something on the go, you want to use it for, you're somewhere for 3 or 4 days, or maybe you're just doing an overnight and you need mascara, it's a good thing in the pinch. It's a good thing to have in a pinch. So there's your look done by Dollar Tree. This is full Dollar Tree face. You can't go wrong for this being a full Dollar Tree face. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty impressed. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming by. And there are no affiliate links for Dollar Tree. So you can just go to the store and buy up whatever you want. And I will see you soon.